Now tonight, we invite you on an extraordinary journey, not to a fantasy land reached through a wardrobe, but to ancient Babylon, accessed through a virtual reality game. You're going to be joining our clue-solving kids as they're swept back to witness the biblical story of Daniel, a story of faith, of courage, and most importantly, the God who saves. We hope you'll enjoy the mix of cool songs, fun dialogue, and memorable characters that bring this incredible story to life. Thank you again for being here with us. May you be inspired by the message of hope and deliverance as you sit back and enjoy the lions, the switch, and the warm robes.
Who's on the phone?
I'm here.
Hey, Emma, this is Daisy.
Porter's on too.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Porter.
Do you guys have your virtual reality headsets?
Yes.
Hey, where are Jay and Harry?
I'm here. Harry's having trouble with his download. Something with his computer update. I'm sure he'll meet us in the game.
Let's go. I can't wait.
Treasure at Babylon, here we come. In 4K, 16 gig, movement sensing, 360 degree.
Virtual reality. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Can't wait.
Awesome.
Treasure of Babylon. Treasure of Babylon. The next big thing in virtual reality comes with a money back guarantee. Treasure of Babylon. Treasure of Babylon. This game is the center of our social scene, and tonight we all play on and on and on and on and on. Treasure of Babylon. With the upgraded headset, we're in the game like never before. With the online community, we can all play together indoors. That's what video games are for. Treasure of Babylon. Treasure of Babylon. The city to explore and the treasure to see. We are adventurer wannabes. Treasure of Babylon. Treasure of Babylon. This game is the center of our social scene, and tonight we all play on and on and on and on and on. Treasure of Babylon.
So, did anyone read the directions?
Seriously?
The website says there's a riddle we have to solve on the first level.
A riddle? I thought this was an adventure game.
The riddle is the lions, the switch, and the warm rope. Who is on the throne?
That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. It's a riddle. We solve that, we're on to the next adventure.
Let's
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a treasure we all seek, we place our hope upon. Together we can do anything, make we believe and carry on to find the treasure of Babylon. Treasure of Babylon. Treasure of Babylon. Tonight is a game we've never thought, and we all play on and on and on and on and on. Treasure of Babylon. Treasure of Babylon. It worked. We're really here.
We are Daisy, and this game is amazing. It's like the real Babylon.
You said it, Porter. This is the best video game ever.
I don't see Harry anywhere.
I'm sure he'll be here soon. Let's start looking for the treasure.
Yeah, we probably need to collect some type of currency, so we'd better get started.
Hey.
What do you
What?
see?
Who are they?
They must be Babylonians.
You think they see us?
Are you kidding? They're staring right at us.
If they're supposed to be people, they're not very realistic.
They're probably a glitch in the software. They'll iron it out in the first update. Come on, you guys. We need to get on with the game.
You look lost already.
Don't scare us like that.
My name's Abdi. It means servant of God. I was born here in Babylon, and I'm honored to serve you all.
More like you were born in the Silicon Valley, pal. You're not real. You're just part of the game.
I promised my mom I'd get my homework done before dinner. Can we just find the treasure?
I can help you unlock the mystery to the treasure of Babylon.
You can? That would be awesome. Where is it?
If I told you, this wouldn't be much of an adventure game, would it? You see, it's a riddle you have to solve. You don't have to solve it in any particular order, but you must solve it to move on to the next adventure.
That riddle, yeah, didn't make much sense to us. The lions, the switch, and the warm robes. Who was on the throne?
That's it. Those 3 clues will lead you straight to the answer of the riddle, and then you have completed the first level in Treasure of Babylon.
Let's don't get too excited. This is just a game in virtual reality.
Just a game, Jay?
Hey, how'd you know my name?
I know much more about you than your name, but do tell me about your virtual reality.
What are you, 30? How can you not know about virtual reality?
Virtual reality is something that looks real but isn't. Like you're not real. You're just pixels in every headsets.
Really?
We play this together online. It's fun. It's kind of hanging out for us.
And you're not real.
We're real. You're not.
So you say I'm in a virtual reality with you, but I'm not real? You are?
Yes!
Well, I'd love to hear more about this.
We call it virtual reality. The more realistic, the better. We can't wait for the action to start. The chase, the pace, the pressure. When we're in this other world with friends, there's nothing else that matters. Till our hearts start to hurt, our eyes start to water. Then we are reminded we're in another world we call virtual reality.
So this virtual reality game is a new thing?
Yes, it's the newest video game in the world. We stood in line for hours and hours to get it.
And what do you all have in your packs?
We can bring along any virtual item we think will help us in the adventure.
I brought a phone charger.
Now all you need is an outlet.
Of course.
We call it virtual reality. The more we have, the better. It's nice when everyone joins in. We stay and play forever. We're in this other world with friends. There's nothing else that matters. Till our stomachs growl, we can't stop the hunger. Then we are reminded we're in another world we call virtual reality.
With virtual reality, we can go anywhere.
We can jump from one time to another.
And where have you all been?
We've been way back in the past. The Wild West.
Wild West?
Oops, that's actually the way future to you.
In your future, is Babylon still the greatest city in the world?
So, let me tell you more about the Wild West.
Made it. Sorry I'm late.
Uh-oh.
Houston, we have a problem.
Earth to Harry. You missed Babylon by about 2,600 years.
What?
Harry, we're playing Treasure of Babylon. What game did you download?
I know I downloaded Treasure of Babylon. This is weird. I'll be back.
Well, it looks like you're all ready for an adventure. Babylon awaits.
My bad.
Where did Abdi go? Hey, wait, we don't have a map.
How are we going to solve the riddle or find the treasure without a map?
Are you looking to purchase a map? I have maps, lamps, rugs. Take a look around. I'm sure you'll find something.
Do you have any lions?
Lions?
Or switches.
Or warm robes?
I'm afraid we don't have any game currency. We just started playing.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. My name's Ahuni, and I run the oldest store in the market. And who are you?
I'm Daisy. This is Emma, Porter, and Jay.
It's nice to meet you all. Listen, when you do have some currency to spend, come see me. These other market vendors, they like to take advantage of first-time gamers.
Nations and peoples of every language, this is what you are commanded to do. As soon as you hear the sound of the horn, flute, zither, lyre, harp, pipe, and all kinds of music, you must fall down and worship the image of gold that King Nebuchadnezzar has set up. Whoever does not fall down and worship will immediately be thrown into a blazing furnace.
Ahuni, who are those men, and why are they all tied up?
These men are Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and they are tied up because of the king's command you had just heard. They are Hebrews, worshippers of Jehovah, the one and true God, and they refuse to worship the king as God.
If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it, and he will deliver us from your majesty's hand. Even if he does not, we want you to know, your majesty, that we will not serve or worship the image of God you have set up.
Hey, that's no problem. In any game, if you die, you just get another life.
Ah, but this isn't just any game. This is virtual reality. This is real. The virtual part is that you're here to see it.
Wouldn't bow down to another god. King Nebuchadnezzar let his anger show, saying, into the fiery furnace you go. We have a mighty deliverer. He's able to set us free. Our God will walk through the fire with us. He's a mighty deliverer. King Nebuchadnezzar couldn't believe what he saw in the fiery flames. To everyone around he began to scream, why are there four when I threw in three? We have a mighty deliverer. He's able to set us free. Our God will walk through the fire with us. He's a mighty deliverer. Nebuchadnezzar then approached the opening of the blazing furnace and shouted, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out, come here. When they came out, they saw that the fire had not harmed their bodies, nor was a hair of their head singed. Their robes were not scorched, and there was no smell of fire on them. Daniel 3:26 and 27. We have a mighty deliverer. He's able to set us free. Our God will walk through the fire with us. He's a mighty deliverer. Oh, yeah! We have a mighty deliverer. He's able to set us free. Our God will walk through the fire with us. He's a mighty deliverer. Oh, he's a mighty deliverer.
Praise be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who sent his angel and delivered his servant. They trusted in him and defied the king's command and were willing to lay down their lives rather than serve or worship any gods other than their own God.
Yeah!
Ahuni, you're right. This is real. That story is in the Bible.
Yeah, I think I've heard it too.
Just as I said, Their God was able to deliver them from the fire. Not a hair on their heads was singed, their robes were not scorched.
They don't even smell like smoke.
They're not even hot. They're just warm. Warm? Warm robes.
Hey, we got some money.
We solved the clue with your help, Ahuni. Thanks.
You're very welcome. Now, how about a map?
That sounds great. Here you go.
I'm here. I made it. Wait for me.
Harry, I don't think you mean to be dressed like that in here.
I can't seem to figure it out. Something's glitching with my computer. But I'm here now.
Are you?
I don't get it.
It looks like you got something important.
Hey, Abdi, guess what? We solved the first clue.
And you got a map.
We did.
What's the problem?
I think this is a foreign language.
It's all written in Babylon words.
Actually, it's a language known as Aramaic.
Great. Then the map you just bought isn't gonna help.
We've been virtually ripped off.
This game is really realistic.
One step at a time, Emma. I think I can help.
Can you read Aramaic?
It's not my original language, but I have learned to read and write it. Let me see. Yes, here. This should help you with the clue about the switch. King Belshazzar held a grand feast for 1,000 of his nobles, when suddenly a human hand started writing on the wall near the lampstand.
Wait, like just a hand floating in the air?
Yeah, exactly.
Ew.
Creepy.
King Belshazzar was so scared that was so frightened that his legs became weak and his knees were knocking.
Porter?
Well, it's terrifying.
I know, right?
King Belshazzar asked the wise men of Babylon to interpret what the writing said. He said if they could, he would make them the third highest rulers in the kingdom. But none of them could interpret what it said. So then he called upon Daniel, a Hebrew, young worshiper of Jehovah, and he said it just like this.
God has numbered your days of reign and has brought it to an end. You have been weighed on the scales and been found wanting. Your kingdom will be divided and given to Medes and Persians.
That very night, King Belshazzar was slain, and Darius took the throne.
The switch.
The who, what?
The riddle.
What are you talking about?
The switch. King Belshazzar was out and Darius was in.
Wow, you found the next clue, Jay.
So we've got the warm robes and the switch.
Wait, what happened to Daniel?
He stayed on and helped Darius administer his kingdom.
You know, Babylon wasn't his home. He was brought here with many others to serve the Babylonians when they conquered Judah and destroyed the temple of our God.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel put all his hope in one true God.
Powerful kings come and go, but our God is always faithful.
We can hold fast to hope without shaking, 'cause our God is faithful. We can trust Him, we cannot see Him, 'cause our God is faithful. Let your voice be strong and courageous. The Lord will never leave or forsake us. We can hold fast to hope without shaking,
friends. How may I help you?
Have you seen Abdi?
I'm afraid I have not.
We still have a little problem with the map you sold us. Can you read it?
I'm afraid I cannot.
So is there something you have that can help us with that?
I do have this book written in your language. It'll help you learn Aramaic in 3 easy steps.
Yes.
In 30 days. It even says it comes with helpful cassette tapes.
Cassette tapes? What are those?
I'm not sure, but I bet they're older than Babylon.
30 days? I only have a few minutes before I have to have my homework finished.
Well, tell me how you're doing on the riddle, and I'll see if I can help.
We solved the warm robes and the switch.
So all we have left are the lions.
Oh, then this might come in handy.
Whoa, seriously? A wit? Finally, a little danger.
Thanks, Sahuni.
You're very welcome. Good luck.
What are we supposed to do with this?
Fight the lions, I guess.
Careful, my friend. That could be dangerous.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Hey,
Hey, Abdi. Abdi, we're having a little trouble. Maybe you can help.
Wait a minute. I think I've got this. Duh, the lions.
What?
Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, the fiery furnace. That story's in the book of Daniel. So is the writing on the wall. If we're talking about lions, it has to be Daniel in the lion's den. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
Hey, wait, where are you going? You can't just run off when it gets a little dangerous.
Look, my friends, and listen.
A decree from King Darius. Anyone who prays to any god or human being during the next 30 days, except to our majesty, King Darius, shall be thrown into the lion's den. The king has put this decree in writing so that it cannot be altered, in accordance with the law of the Medes and Persians, which cannot be repealed.
Hold it. Is that Daniel? But he looks way older.
Some very wise person once told me that in virtual reality, you can travel from one timeline to another. This is now many years later, and Daniel is over 90 years old.
What's happening to him?
He's been found guilty according to the king's decree. He will be thrown into the lion's den.
No, wait, what can we do?
Will this help?
At this point, only the one true God can save Daniel's life now. If he chooses, he can shut the mouths of the lions.
Down, down, down in the middle of the lion's den. The lions waited for Daniel. Outside, the crowd was there to watch as Daniel walked. Down, down, down in the middle of the lion's den. Down in the lion's den.
So the king gave the order, and they brought Daniel and threw him into the lion's den. The king said to Daniel, "May your God, whom you serve continue, rescue you." Daniel 6:16.
Down, down, down in the middle of the lion's den. The lions crowded around Daniel. Outside, the stone was rolled in place as Daniel stayed. Down, down, down in the middle of the lion's den. Down in the lion's den. All night, no sleep. What will happen to Daniel? No chance. We all think surely this is Daniel's grave.
At the first light of dawn, the king got up and hurried to the lion's den. When he came near the den, the king called out to Daniel in an anguished voice, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you from the lions?" Daniel answered, "May the king live forever. My God sent down his angel and shut the mouths of the lions." Daniel 6:19 through 23.
Praise be to the one true God who shut the mouth of the lions. Praise be to the one true God who delivers us from death. Our rescuer, our redeemer. In you we find we're safe. Praise be to the one true God, the only one who saves. Praise
that in all my kingdom, people should fear and reverence the God of Daniel. He is the living God, and he endures forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed, and his dominion will have no end. He saves and he delivers. He performs signs and wonders in the heavens and on earth. And he saved Daniel from the power of the lions.
Abdi, we solved the riddle. The lions. They have to do with the story Daniel and the Lion's Den.
Congratulations.
Oh, Harry, you made it.
I made it. Finally. You look right. It took me forever to figure out that when I downloaded the Treasury of Babylon, I also downloaded a glitch. I was switching games right and left.
We know.
Crazy. I don't know how it happened.
Harry, we solved the riddle, collected all the currency, and now are about to level up.
As soon as you answer the rest of the riddle, who is on the throne?
Well, there were 3 kings. King Nebuchadnezzar.
King Belshazzar and King Darius. We did it.
But the riddle says, who is on the throne?
You mean like only one king? Which one would it be?
Guys, I've got it.
Where'd you go, Daisy? We had to solve the last clue without you. The lions. They're from the story Daniel and the Lion's Den.
Daniel and the Lion's Den. I know, it's in here.
How'd you get a Bible in Treasure of Babylon?
Duh, I downloaded an app to my computer and dragged it into my character's backpack. It just looks like a book in the game. Virtual reality.
So what's that gonna do?
Oh, hey, Harry, you look right.
Thanks. Took a while.
This is gonna help us solve the riddle.
Can you tell us who is on the throne?
I'll give you a hint. It's what King Darius just said while you were out of the game. Read Daniel 6:26. Here it is. People must fear and reverence the God of Daniel, for he is the living God and he endures forever. His kingdom will not be destroyed. His dominion will never end. God was on the throne, is on the throne.
That's correct. You did it.
Wait. I'm not sure I get it.
In the story of the fiery furnace, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego didn't burn up. God sent an angel and rescued those guys. In the writing on the wall, God was faithful to Daniel and his people as he removed an evil king and replaced him with someone with a softer heart. Then the lion's den, he saved Daniel from the hungry lions. God was always on the throne, always in control.
Well done, Daisy.
And God, the mighty deliverer, was faithful to save when he sent Jesus, the true Redeemer, to rescue us from the penalty for our sin. This is from Romans 5, verse 8. But God demonstrated his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us.
Because of God's great love for us, he sent his son to save. Because of his perfect sacrifice, the gift of sin is paid. And the gift is ours to receive when we believe. We believe.
Grace.
I guess it's back to reality for us. At least we don't have to face lions and furnaces.
Yeah, but tomorrow at lunch, I'm not sure who I'll sit with.
And friends that don't act like friends.
And the pressure about my grades.
Yeah, reality's not so great sometimes.
But remember, the same God who was there for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego is always there to save you. You can trust God just like they trusted God because you know who is on the throne. Abdi, what if you gave them a little glimpse into the future?
May I see your Bible, Daisy?
Sure. There was another worshiper of the one true God who got a glimpse into the future. I don't think it involved a VR headset, but somehow God led the Apostle John to see the new heavens and the new earth, the eternal future and ultimate reality.
This is from Revelations 21. John saw the resurrected Jesus on the throne, saying, "Look, God's dwelling place is now among the people, and he will dwell with them. For they will be his people, and he will be their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, for there will be no more death or crying or mourning or pain, for the old order of things has passed away."
I can't wait to get to that level.
I guess the next level of this journey will have to wait until tomorrow after school. I gotta go get my homework done.
Are you coming with us to the next level, Abdi?
My instructions were to get you through this level, but we'll see. Maybe there's a glitch I can find to get me into another level.
Better be careful with that.
I will. Thanks, Harry. Bye, friends.
Hi, thank you
Thanks,
for everything.
Tiffany.
So I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow night for the next level.
Sure,
Yeah, definitely.
absolutely.
Now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see. Hebrews 11:1. We can hold fast to hope without shaking, 'cause our God is faithful. We can trust when we cannot see him, 'cause our God is faithful. Let your voice be strong and courageous. The Lord will never leave or forsake us. We can hold fast to hope without shaking, 'cause our God is faithful. We can hold fast to hope without shaking, 'cause our God is faithful. We can trust when we cannot see him, 'cause our God is faithful. Let your voice be strong and courageous. The Lord will never leave or forsake us. We can hold fast to hope without shaking, 'cause our God is faithful. Our God is faithful. We have a mighty deliverer. He's able to set us free. Our God will walk through the fire with us. He's a mighty deliverer. We have a mighty deliverer. He's able to set us free. Our God will walk through the fire with us. He's a mighty deliverer. Oh, yeah! We have a mighty deliverer. He's able to set us free. Our God will walk through the fire with us. He's a mighty deliverer. Oh, he's a mighty deliverer.
These kids are absolutely amazing. They've done a fantastic job tonight, haven't they? And of course, the leaders, the effort that I've seen them put in to making all of this happen, I know I would have been overwhelmed with it, but they have just done a spectacular job. Now, what you've seen depicted here tonight, what's really amazing about what undercuts all of this is it's real. Kings like Nebuchadnezzar and Darius, these were real historic kings. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel, they were real people that lived and experienced these things. And it may cause you to stop and wonder, well, these are people who are serving God, people we might look and call good people. Why are they suffering? Why do we see so much suffering around us? And it comes down to one simple word, and that word is sin. When we go back to our first parents, Adam and Eve, they made a choice. They chose not to obey God, knowing the consequence, knowing that death would ensue. And because of that, we have all the wickedness, all the pain, all the suffering that we see in the world. But that verse that was read there at the end from Revelation chapter 21, verses 3 and 4, that's the key. Because God has promised a future for us where there is no more suffering, there is no more pain, there is no more death. How do we get that, though? Well, the answer is that's why God sent Jesus into the world. It says in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 24, that Jesus bore our sin. And that's because every one of us is a sinner, and so we suffer the same consequence. But Jesus took that upon himself and paid it on our behalf. And what do we have to do in order to have that so that we no longer have to experience that? We get that future that's promised in Revelation 21. In Romans chapter 10, verse 9, it says, if we confess with our mouth that Jesus is Lord and we believe in our heart that God raised him from the dead, we will be saved. We turn to Christ, we put our faith in him, and he takes that upon himself for us so that we can have that future of eternity without any of the problems that we see today, without any of the suffering. Now, you may say, wow, this is new for me. Okay, great. Or maybe you've already confessed Jesus as your Lord and Savior, and maybe you haven't been baptized, and you say, you know what, I need to get baptized. I know Jesus said to do that. That needs to be my next step. Well, we want to invite you guys. I know many of you here attend Crossroads regularly, but maybe some of you don't. We would love to see you come back. Every Thursday at 6:30, we have a service now that's fairly new. And then Sundays at 9 a.m. and 10:45, we have services as well. And at the end of each one of those services, as we're closing in worship, we invite people to come down to the stage, and we have decision counselors down there. And if you have questions, you're not sure what to do next, you want to get baptized, whatever the case may be, we want to invite you to come back and head down. Or you can stop, and we have various pastors here who are on staff, or if you see me, I'm happy to help. I'm not on staff here, but hey, you know what? I can point you in the right direction. So whatever the case may be, we'd love to see you guys come back.
Thank you, Mr. David. Just like Mr. David said, anyone wearing these shirts, adults, or our staff members who have badges on, are more than happy to talk to you, to pray with you, whatever you need. So just see us out in the lobby, and we'll be there, all right? Can we give it up for these students one more time? They've spent months working on this, and I am so proud of y'all. Now, here's the moment that all these students have been waiting for. The Spring 2025 show. All right? If we can get that QR code up on the screens as well. So this QR code, only $25 for next season if you use Lions24. All right, and that's $5 off. So sign up today. It's not on the website yet, so this is the first look QR code. All right, so scan that and sign your students up today. Before we get to the show, I just want to thank some people first. We have our production team, our awesome production team. Let's give them a round of applause. We have our CPA volunteers Sunday mornings and Monday, Wednesday nights. So if you're a part of that team, can you stand up to be recognized? Awesome. And then we have our CPA co-directors. Miss Andrea, she is our music director. And then we have Miss Mary, our acting director. And then I see a few of you. If you are a part of the Crossroads sewing group, please stand up if you're able, so you can be recognized. Thank you. Thank you. This group of ladies made all of these fantastic costumes. So let's give it up for them again. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Oh. All right, now's the moment, okay? Callie, I think we have a music to play. Awesome. So our show is The Lion King Jr. This is the first time in church history that we have done a show like this. So make sure to sign your kids up, okay? And students, I have a challenge for you. Invite one person, one friend, to join CPA next season. And then we'll have a party at the end of the season if we double our attendance, okay? Okay? Sweet. So make sure to sign your students up. I know they want to party.